You've been seeking answers from every dermatologist, doctor, and all over the internet, wondering what on earth this unbearable skin issue is. You know something's up, and you've been suffering and silenced for far too long. This podcast is going to bring awareness to the brutal reality that is topical steroid addiction and withdrawal syndrome. It will give you practical mental and physical tips to help you along your journey and provide you the strength you need to push through each day. You'll hear from real people battling this illness, as well as experts in the field, and I'm also going to share with you what's happening as I battle and conquer TSW. You are not alone, you're not crazy, and you will heal. If there's one thing I know, it's that anyone going through this hell is a warrior. My name is Jennifer Powers, and I welcome you to TSW Journey to Healing. So I wanted to give you a quick update. This is going to be a very short episode, but I hope it to be powerful for you because it is just a couple days after January 1st, 2023, brand new year. You know all the cheesy sayings, new year, new you, all that good stuff. And although I've always been somebody that considers my birthday my own personal new year, because it is, right? And not so much feed so much into this New Year's Eve, New Year's rah-rah kind of craziness. Because truthfully, if it's all about setting, new goals, which is always great, always a good thing to do. You can do that every week, every month. Doesn't have to be on January. It shouldn't just be on January 1st. But, you create these New Year's resolutions, and you know what the usual ones are, right? I want to lose weight. I'm going to start going to the gym. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to XYZ, fill in the blank, right? And do you know the statistic of people that it's just wild? People do not stick with them. Within the first month, over like 75 or 85% of people have not kept up with what they said they were going to do. It's some crazy number. And it's mostly, there's a whole bunch of reasons for why that happens, and I'm not going to bore you with all that. But what I do want to say about it is the month of December was extremely difficult for me, mostly because of my relationship with my significant other, but also with myself. And I started to really, really pay attention to the thoughts in my head, the language that I was using, my relationship with my son, my relationship with myself, my relationships in general. And all of that is connected to the relationship I have with my body and my skin. So without sounding woo-woo, because I'm certainly not that, I'm going to just tell you like what I've realized. And it's perfect timing because it's, time to shed, let the old things die, the new things be birthed. It's that new year. It's that perfect time for a fresh rebirth, restart, renewing of yourself. And so I started, you guys, that I'm a huge fan of the infrared sauna, and I belong to a membership of this wellness center where I do that, cryotherapy, red light therapy, a whole bunch of stuff. And I see tremendous value in that. I wholeheartedly believe in that. Definitely choke a lot of my healing up to doing those modalities. And I feel very blessed that I'm able to do that. I know not everybody has, wellness centers like that or the financial means to do that, but can't sing its praises enough. But I know that, and I know this so clear because I got so in tune with my body and my emotions over the last, 4 to 6 weeks, maybe more. But when I was in stressful situations, actually not even stressful situations, when I was around, certain people, even if I was having fun and smiling and enjoying myself, but there was buried deep down in my subconscious mind, there was things that were unresolved, unsettling feelings and emotions like stress, questions that were going unanswered, things like that. It was crazy that I would be doing really, really great, feeling great, looking great. And then the day or so before seeing a person or two, and then spending a couple days in a row with them, my skin got progressively worse and worse. Now, sure, that could be environmental because my environment changed. It could be something else, right? But it's a little too hard to believe that when you really look back and you see so many patterns and there's similar variables, and you just kind of have to go, it's enough to make you turn your head a little bit. And this is not to put any blame on any of these person or persons that were causing this like inner turmoil in myself, because one thing I know to be true, and you may or may not like to hear this, or you may completely disagree, but from where I'm sitting, from my standpoint, my belief is that our entire life is our choice, and we've created it by our thoughts and our choices and what we're thinking about. So you may not like to hear that because I'm a huge fan of Louise Hay, and if you don't know, she's the author that wrote You Can Heal Your Life and a bunch of other best-selling books and novels, and yes, great resources for you. In fact, I've been listening in the sauna sessions, that's why I think I brought that up, that sometimes I'm in there in silence, sometimes I'm doing some praying, sometimes I'm listening to worship music, sometimes I'm listening to gangster rap, whatever my mood is in the day. But I started the whole month of December, I was really listening to a lot of positive affirmations, as well as some great audiobooks. I have great book selection recommendations for you over on the blog, tswjourneytohealing.com. Go to I think shop tab, and you should drop down and see books, and you can see all the ones I recommend. But, these affirmations, they were almost like healing meditations and affirmations. And even the book, which also, by the way, it's on my YouTube channel, you can listen for free, believe it or not, to the audiobook of You Can Heal Your Life. And I cannot sing that book's praises enough. Okay, so much of my coaching, my teaching, my own healing, it's so much comes from that. But, the one thing she says is, if you have created a dis-ease in the body, that's disease, right? If you created these ailments, these health conditions, these diseases, these disease cells in your body, you and your choices, your mind, she says in this book that it is her belief and understanding that every single thing that you have or do not have, whether that is good or bad, you 100% are the director, the creator, the curator, you are 100% responsible for every single thing in your life, all the good and all the bad. So in our case for TSW, I remember hearing that for the first time and getting really pissed off. So if you're feeling angry right now to hear that, I get it. But if you change your mindset and you shift your frame of mind and your focus to going from pissed off to actually thinking, wait a sec, if somehow I gave this to myself, or I manifested this to happen based on maybe a trauma, maybe, a lot of wounds and healing that had not taken place that needed to take place, or for whatever reason, if you had the control and the power and you created that, that's actually amazing, because that means you can uncreate that. That means that if you're responsible for bringing it into your life, you're also responsible and have the power to remove that from your life. When you think of it like that, that's amazing, because that gives you the control and the power, right? It's not one of those things where you're like, oh, I'm powerless against this. I don't know. So I'm trying to tie this all back full circle for you and saying that I started to notice a drastic, expedited, quick recovery from my TSW in the last 2 months. October, I had it was my birthday, and I had a couple bad flare-ups, pretty bad. And then something shifted in my mind November, and I started to really get serious about living my life as if this was not at all part of it. And yeah, some days it's easier said than done. Even if I'm kind of psyching my mind into that, even if I don't really believe it deep down, don't you know that eventually what you think about becomes reality? So if you continually tell yourself that and really, really focus on believing that to be the true state that you're in this current moment, not in the future, not that you're healing and it might take some time, but that you're already healed. Do you not think your body is going to catch up? It's going to start to listen to your mind and believe that as truth and manifest that reality. I mean, there's just science behind this. It's just the way it is. So I started to do that, right? And holy crap, the tremendous quick progress. I mean, right now, sure, am I a little itchy still? And like, do I have some symptoms? Absolutely. But am I incredibly filled with gratitude for like no flakes and no crazy redness and no oozing, like, all these things. And it's like, it's totally amazing. It feels like a miracle, but I had the control and I am responsible for that because of what I was feeding my brain, what I was feeding my mind, how I was choosing to walk about my days and go about my days and live. And you can do the exact same thing. But the other piece of this is to, what is causing you distress? What is not serving your highest good? What is in your life right now that you can remove that is maybe a little bit toxic? Maybe whether that's food, bad habits, relationships, friendships, whatever it may be. What can you do right now, today, to add something and also take something away from your life or add it into your life that is going to bring you more peace, which of course is going to make you more calm and less stress, right? But also it's going to empower you, not diminish you, not belittle you, does not bring you closer to the best version of yourself. Because this TSW journey, just one thing I know to be true is how incredibly connected our mind and our bodies are. It is absolutely clear. I've been journaling in the TSW 90-day journal that is, disclaimer or a plug right here. It is available. I'm so excited for you if you got it. Can't wait to hear about it. But if you haven't gotten it, you can go tswjourneytohealing.com/journal and grab yourself one. You're going to be so thrilled you did, because I've been not only taking the mini mental health assessments in there, I've been really focusing on the affirmation pages as well as the grounding exercises. And then even more recently, there's some blank pages in there. I've been actually just journaling the mind and body connections and experiences that I don't want to forget. And I want to remember how important they really are. And I want to document that. So I've been using those blank pages in there, and I've been, just really focusing on this journal. It's so powerful. What a powerful tool. Oh my gosh. So definitely go and check that out if you want to. But I'm saying all this to say that although my heart is kind of hurting and it's heavy, it's also really light, and it's feeling joy and excitement for all that's to come. And the last thing I want to say is that I thought the last time my skin was really, really flaky, which, knock on wood, thank you, Jesus, it was a while ago, a few weeks, I guess I would say. I did get a little bit dry around my eyes and my mouth a couple days ago, but nothing at all like it was. But I couldn't help but think, when I was scratching my arms and the skin, you guys know, skin just falling off you. You got body dandruff. It's just crazy. It hit me where I was like, oh my gosh, I'm a snake in the best possible way. I am literally shedding trauma. I am shedding fears. I am shedding my old past life, my past self. That girl is gone and dead and never coming back. And it's not sad. It's an amazing and beautiful thing. It's the butterfly the caterpillar making the cocoon and becoming the butterfly. I want you to start to look at this like it's some beautiful, in a twisted kind of way, but it's a beautiful gift that we were given to really focus on ourselves, what makes us happy, brings us joy, fulfills us, what fuels our healing and our health. And most of all, look at your body and what it is doing for you with so much love. Send love and light. One thing, if you meditate, if you know how to meditate, if you like to meditate, highly encourage you to do that. But even if you can just sit still and you can close your eyes for like 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes and start at the top of your head and picture bright white light touching each part, from going from your head to your nose, to your ears, to your mouth, to your chin, to your throat, and going down body part by body part. And you can even say something like, "You're safe. I love you. I'm grateful for you." You can say any couple words like that, loving words. The point here is to picture bright white light, healing light from the top of your head going to wherever that body part is you're going to focus on, and you're going to send all your love to it. You can also take some time, stop, and notice what sensations you are feeling. And if you're feeling an itch, if you're feeling uncomfortable, if something's hurting you, I want you to like keep your eyes closed and focus on that body part. And again, send so much love and just say, "You're okay. You're safe. I love you. Thank you." Like, you have no idea how powerful that is. And whether you're somebody that's already very, very tuned into the power of this, or you're someone who's like, "This sounds like a crock of shit," I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. And this is coming from a previous, years and years ago, major skeptic, would have rolled my eyes and been like, "Oh God, this is kooky," right? It's not. It's absolutely not. So my challenge to you, my that's not even the right word, challenge, but my guidance here, my suggestion, take it or leave it, whatever you feel you got to do for you, you do. You got my love and support either way, but I really want to encourage you and empower you to try to look at the situation that you're in a different light. Start to practice living as if you're already completely healed, and then adding things is great, but I really want you to take a deep dive, mental check in with yourself. What is no longer serving you? In fact, what may be bringing you distress? What may be keeping you stuck, keeping you small, just not helping you become the best version of you? Because if there's things that are blocking you, if there's things that are causing you stress, if there's things in your life, people, situations, family, friends, relationships, whatever, if that is causing you any bit of discomfort or emotional turmoil, I can promise you it's going to hold you back from this healing. It's going to slow you down. It could keep you stuck for a very long time. And honestly, take TSW out of the picture for a second. You got to do this anyway, boo, because life is freaking short, and it is beautiful and sweet and messy and tragic, and you do not need anything in your life to hold you back, to slow you down, and to not bring you joy. You get to design this life. You get to choose it, TSW and all. And one day you're going to look back and be like, "Damn, that TSW, that part of my life, yeah, it was messy and that was fucking brutal and that was hard. But it also was a beautiful, beautiful way to show me just how freaking strong and powerful I am, and also helped me trim the fat in my life that's not serving me and focus on all the good." And there is so much good here. So get yourself that journal. I'm telling you it's going to help you. There's so much goodness in there, so many prompts, so many exercises, so many places for you to document this journey. It'll be such a beautiful keepsake, if nothing else, for you. But I really am telling you, like, journaling through this, journaling in general is great, but journaling through TSW, wow. Like, next level powerful. And what you fuel your mind with, what you think about becomes reality, okay? So put some good thoughts in your head, put some love in your heart, send some love to all the areas of your body that really, really need it, and love yourself. If I could wish anything for you for 2023, it is to stop looking at the mirror, stop looking on Instagram or Facebook, stop looking at your neighbor, stop looking at old pictures of yourself, stop comparing, stop wishing things that once were, because you are never, ever going to be that person ever again. And that's an amazing, amazing thing. New level, new devil, new year, new you. You've got this. You're kicking ass and taking names. Love yourself, give yourself grace, and I love and appreciate you so very much. Thanks for listening. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. With your help, we can spread awareness together. So please share the show with anyone you know who may be struggling with a medical condition and using steroids to treat it. And be sure to check out the blog for helpful resources to aid you along your TSW journey at tswjourneytohealing.com.